Hello and welcome, it's Boecraft here with a Space Engineers video. Yes, this is the game I decided to use for the first video on my new channel. Yes. I had a previous channel, but I stopped recording videos for 4 months, and then it just wasn't as good as it used to be before then. So it kind of went dead, and many other things occurred. But I'm starting fresh, starting on a new channel. For those who are subscribed to the old channel, thank you for coming back and watching at least this video. But I'm gonna be making videos again. Yay! They're probably not gonna. I'm not gonna be as diligent on making them frequent, because I think it was just that like constant thought of like, oh, I need to make a video today. I need to make a video today. I think that kind of led to the procrastination and stuff of other things. So yeah, Space Engineers. So here I am on the default station in the game, and I'm gonna be showing off a ship today that I built that I finished up last night, and this is also a little ship that I've built here. I call these things work bees, even though they're not really painted like a bee, but I guess they're called work bees from the little warning tape around the maneuvering thruster ports. But they're really nice utilitarian ship. I think I'll put them on the Steam Workshop here at some time. But this one I docked to the ship I'm about to show you, and when I tested it out last night, it got damaged, and then I damaged it more while docking in this station. So yeah, I hope that's not like a foreshadowing for anything later to come. But we'll take the good ship here. Actually, do I really want? Nah, I can repair the damage. Okay. So we'll take this ship here, and we'll just bring her out into deep space. Not really deep space, but it was cool to say deep space. Okay, we're now out, and now it's time to show you what this video is about. Let's just nudge away from the docking pad. Right over here, it's the first large ship that I built, and yes, the color scheme is a bit derpy. I might change it later. But overall, this is a very nice design of a ship. It actually kind of reminds me of a Romulan warbird for being a Trekkie. And I'm sure some of you other Trekkies out there, it kind of looks like one, just not really. But yeah, like I said, color scheme's a bit derpy. It's a very basic ship, but I really like the design. I originally built this design in StarMade, and I really like the design in StarMade, so I decided I'd rebuild it here. So, and I think at some point I will show you the StarMade variant of the ship. But yeah, this is going to be the flag or symbol or whatever to the great Boecraft Empire in Space Engineers. I nearly said StarMade. I don't know why. But yeah, so we got 2 large engine pods way out here with maneuvering thrusters, and at each corner of the main body there's some more maneuvering thrusters, just because I thought it would look cool aesthetically, even though the actual thruster ports on the corners look a bit derpy. I like the ones on the engines a lot. Those ones look cool. But over here is the docking bay in the back of the ship. It's got some more warning tape around the back. And as you can see, there's a bit of damage from the previous work bee that got damaged here. So we're just gonna fly in here and dock. I'm gonna actually zoom out here to get a better view. Line ourselves up for docking. And it's not really that big of a ship, and currently there is no armament, no weapons to it. But this ship can be modified to like have docking ports on the bottom for like torpedoes fitted with warheads. So, yeah. So now I'm just gonna, where should I dock it? Actually, I'll just dock it nice in the center, just in case of like balance issues. I don't know if that's actually a thing in the game, but it's an alpha, so anything can happen. But for an alpha game, Space Engineers is a really nice game. It's not that expensive either at 15 bucks, or at least at the time of recording. But if it oh shoot, I just started pushing wrong buttons. Alright, but I would think you guys should get this game, even if they jacked up the price, like moved it up. But for like how basic the game is, it's still really awesome, especially their crash mechanics. I really love that. But, so, here we are in the main hallway of the ship. On the first deck. There are 2 decks on the ship. And I'll just go from front. So, we just saw the hangar bay back there. And now we'll just start up here at, like, the mess hall, which is, like, a thing that I always add in my ships, is, like, a mess hall in the very front of a ship. Like a 10 forward thing in Star Trek. And with pretty much with a lot of these Space Engineers videos, I think they'll have a lot of Star Trek backgrounds to it, just because on how hard of a Trekkie I am. But if we come in here, we have some standardized crew quarters. These are just ladders put on their side. I found this idea from Last Stand Gamers. You should look up his channel. He's pretty clever when it comes to Space Engineers. Why do I keep on hitting F? He's pretty clever on Space Engineers. And also, this ship is mirrored on the other side. So, basically, I'm just going to cover one half of the ship, make the tour a lot faster. There's some more windows over there at the end of the hallway. And I think these are more crew quarters. Yeah, those are more crew quarters. All the crew quarters are pretty much the same, and I believe this one is too. Yeah, those are crew quarters as well. Alright, I still have yet to think of a name for this ship, and I also need to put a beacon on it, so you guys can put in the comments on, possible names and stuff. Alright, now this is one of the 2 engine cores, I guess, it's basically generators. But I thought it needed an engine core looking thing, so I did. And I really like the looks of the big generator for an engine core. And I'm sure you guys could guess on why I thought it looked really cool. Star Trek. But yeah, we got 2... Oh, whoops, I just came down here. So yeah, we got 2 little fuel canisters to get to the main reactor, and then we got a power conduit out to the engines, which doesn't really add up when you look outside. And then we got 2 small windows to look at the engine nacelles, to make sure if we're under attack, we haven't lost the entire pylon. Alright, so that's pretty much it for the first deck. So now we'll head up to the second deck of the ship. This door right here, it's the docking control bay, where you can just look over the docking port and just go, okay, you're cleared to dock. After you enter the docking bay, turn to the left and park right next to the number 3 work bee. I don't know. But pretty much that's what that room would be used for. There's a lot more space up here on this second deck. There are no crew quarters up here, so it's a little bit more fascinating. This is one of the 2 sick bays. I just went crazy and just started putting down a lot of these medical respawn points, is what people have been calling them. And then an emergency generator right there, just in case they get severed from the ship, they can still function properly. Alright. And then right here, when they actually start being able to add in tables and stuff, I'll put in a few tables here. This is a nice little sitting area, awesome area, a place to sit and relax, other than the forward mess hall. I don't know why I just said forward mess hall, even though it's the only one. But there's the green station. I'm gonna try and build my own station here later in the making of videos. I don't know what I'm saying right now. Inside this big old brick here, it's just basically a bunch of generators and gyros. I hit a lot of generators and gyros everywhere. There's some in the engines, nacelles, and stuff. And this is the captain's or first officer quarters. It's the same on the other side of this wall. Basically for the high-ranking officers. Not much to it, but there's not much added to the game. Like I said, it's an alpha. But still, games where they're in alpha, that's where most creativity, I believe, would come from. Because in Minecraft, when it was back in the early alphas and betas, people were able to figure out oh, I can make a table by having slabs for a floor, using fence posts and slabs as the actual table, and it would look really cool. That's what people were thinking back then, before you could put a pressure plate on a fence. Alright, so here we are in the main bridge. We got a double door here just in case of invaders. It's the only double door in the building, ship. Only double doors in the ship, even though I should add some in the hangar bay. But yeah, we got a lot of cockpits in here for people who are managing the ship, and then up here we got a helmsman and a weapons officer, and then the big captain's chair, you know. So we'll hop in here on the ship. I've added in plenty of gyros for it to actually like move around, just that it overdoes it, so you actually have to be a bit gentle with the maneuvering of the ship. But so here we are, we'll just be accelerating all the engines in the back, and inside the engine nacelles I've like doubled up engines, so there's like 18 forward and 18 engines pointing backwards, 18 engines pointing forwards, and then like 5, or like I think it's 5 side to side each way, and then another 5 up and down. So, but if you look over here on our speed, it accelerates pretty nice for the ship being 16 million kilograms. But I think it's a very nice performing ship. Just there's a lot of weaknesses on board, like such as the engine, the nacelle pylons. Basically, you could sever those because they're only one block thick here. As I reposition my camera to see, the whole hull's 1 thick. It's very basic hull, and I think I may have just got myself lost. Great. Okay. Okay. Now how can we get back? I forgot to put beacons at the station. Great. Oh wait, there's an asteroid. I can use that for navigation. Alright, cool. Yeah, I flew by that asteroid. Alright, so we'll just be a bit off on our way back to the station, but nevertheless, we'll get there, so. Let's just adjust our course, stop our spin a little bit. But, so, probably when we get things like weapons and such in the game, I think that's when I'll actually start, like, arming up these ships, start making, like, big battleships. I've built one fighter before, and that fighter you've seen in action in the end of my channel video on the old Boecraft channel, which I'll link in the description below. So yeah, you'll see that thing in action attacking the green station. It's not the best of fighters. It's pretty weak and not maneuverable and not fast. But it was my first, well, really the second ship that I ever built. But, okay, stop spinning. But it's a pretty fine ship, even though the work bee, I love the ship. Like, you could throw in some rockets on that thing and Gatling guns, and that is a very excellent fighter. Which I guess I can show you what it can and cannot do when I leave the ship at the end of the video, which is coming up here real soon. So the ship maneuvers quite well, even though I don't like it how it over maneuvers. Where it over swings, but I keep on forgetting to turn on the lights in this hangar bay. But yeah, these are the only lights in the game, in the ship. But I think it needed to be there, and I think the ship is quite adequately lighted. I don't know. We'll see here at the end of the video, and if it was too dark, I'm sorry. Then I'll start adding in lights into ships. But as you can see here in this work bee, it is a very maneuverable ship. It's got 2 big engines pointing forward and back. And it is just a quick and nimble little ship. So I'm just gonna do a quick dock and just land it here on the pad instead of bringing it into the hangar bay and park it there. But yeah, that's pretty much the first video to the new channel. I will be uploading videos as often as I can, but no guarantees that it'll be every day. So if we get like 3 days without a video, don't freak out. There'll probably be one coming in like the next 1 or 2 days. Even though it seems a bit slow, but I got a life that needs living, I guess. But yeah, there she is. I think the most derpiest part that I added in was the cap, the fronts of the engine nacelles. I thought it would look cool as like an intake, but it just makes it look all derpy and like a circus. It seems like a circus to me with those on, but I really love the black and white, or black and yellow, black and white, come on, black and yellow caution stuff all over the ship. I really love that on ships. It makes them look industrial. But, yeah, this is Boecraft on my first video on the new channel, and I bid you all farewell on your life's journeys and adventures.